tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Bills going up against the Colts. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So they get the completion, that's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this, they've got to cover and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Their dangerous wide receiver from 21 yards away. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. And to give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Textbook defense. Nowhere to go for the runner. They get there. They make the tackle. Play over.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
2nd and 5. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. They'll run the option left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is brought in at the 21. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance, because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Colts send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And a look here at the Colts defense. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
We have played a quarter here in this AFC Divisional playoff. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Backing up. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tight end right, tight end right. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, pass.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Offense needs 11, have to think pass here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll run it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Quarterback and receiver on the same page, and they beat the man coverage.
Sometimes you get too aggressive as a defense. You go into man coverage. That means you've got to win to the line of scrimmage yourself. On that play, the offense did.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 11 yards for number 11. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
How about the defensive linemen? That's where a good run defense begins, with the guys up front. When they hold the line, hold the point of attack, that allows everyone else to get there and make tackles.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. And a give this time to the tailback. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll slip. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. What would he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Let's go! 3-19!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Back to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. On play action, they'll throw. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here's incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Here in the playoffs, you hope to have close games where both sides are putting it all on the line. And that's what we have so far. It should be a very exciting second half. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Bills later on the drive, pass into the end zone here. He caps off the 8-play drive with a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. 3rd down from the 28. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This ends up as a loss of 9. Bills have it late in the second. They're going to come away with another sack here. This will go for a loss of 8. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio.